The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Dr Cosgrove.
No, sadly not. Sadly not. Not even a witch doctor, I say to my colleague. So we do support this bill. It will get its passage today, and I think it is pleasing that in Canterbury, given the difficulties we have such great educational institutions, whether they be Presbyterian, Catholic, or the second-raters of the Anglicans.
Dr Rajan Prasad.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I also rise to speak to the preamble of this bill, but unfortunately I don't have stories to tell. Not being from Christchurch, nor indeed being educated in New Zealand in my school days. However, I can claim to be a Marist boy, and I haven't heard anybody talk about being a Marist boy yet. Proper Marist. And certainly the school that I was taught in by the Marist brothers in Fiji, they're all New Zealand brothers, Mr. Chairman, and taught us well. But certainly there were no discussions in those days about huge bequeaths to and trusts that kept the school going. There might have been some old ones, but certainly a school that I went to and enjoyed my education in, it was all by contribution from former students. It is quite amazing to think that here is a school that goes back to 1855, and the over that period of time, huge number of, as was indeed the tradition in those days, a lot of trusts being set up to assist schools in all kinds of ways, and it was quite amazing also to realise that in this particular case there are 148 trusts that is administered by the board of Christ College, but 28 of which are unable to be administered because there are major problems with that in the contemporary environment. So the bill attempts to address how the trust board may indeed begin to modernise, if you like, the purpose of those trusts, and it's important that we go through this process, because people, when they do make huge contributions to trusts of this nature for a particular purpose, then they need to be guaranteed that that purpose will be satisfied. And our own Charitable Trust Act, provides the framework within which that operates. And when there is a need to revisit that, then indeed we go through this process to ensure that there is a smooth transition and to a new purpose, if you like, for the trusts that can enable the resources of the trust to be utilised. So that's what this bill is trying to do, it is important to really also have the opportunity to have the full debate here, so that I'm still on the preamble. I'm the member who might take a call and enlighten me on some of this. But there are quite a large number of matters to be addressed, and even in the first reading of this bill, some of those concerns were being raised, and it's good to see that the Select Committee has worked its way through most of those. And when the time comes, as we are debating the other aspects of this bill, we will come and talk. We will talk about those specific things as well. So, as far as the preamble is concerned, the clause 4 probably does raise some concern for me that it's the governing body that it's seeking to have the authority to, if you like, determine what the new purpose will be and have that authority itself. And as we debate the other, and that does translate a little later on into the bill into not utilising the what some other trusts of this nature have, where the Attorney General still has a role, and in this particular bill that is obviated, and it's not included. So we'll debate that when the time comes to have a look at that particular section. But apart from that, Mr. Chairman, the preamble, I'm done. Thank you.
Members, the question is that the preamble stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary will say no. The ayes have it. We come to clause 1. The question is that clause 1 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary will say no. The ayes have it. The question is that clause 2 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary will say no. The ayes have it. The question is that clause 3 stand part. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary will say no. The ayes have it. The question is that clause 4 stand part. Grant Robertson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I do want to take